Welcome, KSL Gang. Welcome KSL gang. Today we're going to be reviewing the Everyday Luxuries collection. Now, who said they wasn't going to get all 10 of these? I did. Now, who got all 10 of these? I did. In the previous video, I told you guys I only wanted to get 5 of them. And I was like, I'll get the other ones later when there's a better sale. But the way that this collection is getting the buzz hyped up, talked about, I'm like, is these going to be around for a sale? Now, I'm thinking when a sale actually happened with these, I can definitely see some things selling out, clearing out, in store and online. These are compared to high-end perfumes, and a lot of us, we love a good affordable dupe. And when that is possible, of course we're going to jump on it. I think people that don't even use Bath and Body Works or use body sprays, they might even take a peek at these and see what's up with them, because these are perfect for layering. I can't confirm at least 6 of these if they smell to the original or not. I have samples or I have other dupes that replicate those fragrances, and the other 4 I'm just going to talk about and tell you what I get. Now, could these go down as the best collection in the history of Bath and Body Works? Time will tell, but okay, let's jump in. So we're going to start off with Viva Vanilla. It's rich plum, glowing amber, and addictive vanilla. As far as I know, this one has been compared to Sniff's Vanilla Vice, Billie Eilish, the first one, and Keke Vanilla 28, which I have all 3. I even have the fragrance mist in a Billie Eilish. I do have the perfume in a travel size, but I wanted to add the fragrance mist to see that this fragrance mist smells like Viva Vanilla. Also, the Billie Eilish fragrance mist is $18 at Ulta, so it's a little bit cheaper than Bath and Body Works. And then at Walmart, it's $14.98, so a little bit more cheaper. So Bath and Body Works altogether is charging more than the actual fragrance it's trying to replicate when it comes to the fragrance mist, if that's what it's trying to replicate. Now, out of all of these 3, to me, I 100% get Vanilla Vice all the way. I can see where people say Billie Eilish or Vanilla 28. I can get some DNA in there, little hints of it, but I'm saying I feel like this is a full-on dupe to Vanilla Vice. Now, Viva Vanilla, it is a rich vanilla, and Billie Eilish is too, but I think it's a little bit more richer, especially compared to its own fragrance mist in the Billie Eilish. And maybe Viva Vanilla smells more like Billie Eilish on the dry down, but from the opening to the dry down, I'm definitely getting Vanilla Vice. Viva Vanilla definitely has a luxury richness to it. The amber and the plum gives the vanilla a really nice depth. Just with test wear without any pairings, it lasted for over 4 hours on me. We all have our different senses, so you can pick up all of these scents that everyone's comparing it to, or you might get one more than the other. Of course, it's going to pair with any one of those. And next we have Covered in Roses. The notes are ruby berries, sugar rosebuds, and blush amber. Now, this one is compared to Delina by Parfums de Marly. So I had the sample at one time. Then once I used that up, I started looking for dupes. And there's quite a bit of good ones out there. But the ones that I have now, I have a sample of Juliana's perfume in Inner Beauty, which is an amazing dupe for Delina. But y'all, I also have a dupe from Temu that I got last year. And I was going to do a whole video, y'all, close to the 100 perfumes strictly from Temu. But when I started doing my review, doing the video, a lot of those perfumes got discontinued. I'm like, I'm not even finna bring this on here when y'all can't even find them. But it is an amazing top tier dupe of Delina. I'm like, oh my goodness. I only paid around $8 for it. I will post the name of it if you can find it. I have looked everywhere for it on Temu. It's not on there no more if you shop on there. But I put it in this video just to make a reference for it. But Ultra has a good dupe and Ultra Fragrances have a good dupe. So when I tried out Covered in Roses, I immediately knew that it was a dupe for Delina because it smells like the dupes that I have, and it smelled like the sample that I had a while ago. I was like super excited about that. I'm like, wow, Bath and Body Works really did their thing on this one. It's fruity, floral, warm. You definitely get princess vibes with this one. And this one is pretty potent. This was on me for a good 5 hours, and then when I paired it with the other 2 dupes that I have as a combination, they were all still on me for over 7 hours. I'm like, whoa. If you have the actual one, I know it will last even longer. It's gonna depend on which dupes that you get because some of them might last longer than other replicas. But from the ones that I have from Juliana's Perfume and the one from Temu, they took me a long way with this one. So definitely backup worthy for me, just like Viva Vanilla. And next we have Old Cherry, which is a dupe for Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. The notes are black cherry, sheer magnolia, and tonka bean. Now I don't have Tom Ford Lost Cherry, but I do have quite a bit of dupes for them. I have Juliana's Perfume More Cherry. I have Finally Not Another Cherry, AR Fragrances Wild Cherry, and Zara Cherry Smoothie. In one way, shape, or form, they all smell very similar, so I'm pretty sure these are all really good dupes for Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, and they all smell similar to Old Cherry. I'm pretty sure this is a dupe for it. And this was actually my scent of the day the other day. I had paired this one with Sweetheart Cherry Body Cream and with Juliana's Perfume and More Cherry. When I paired everything, it took me over to 7 hours. By itself, it was on me around 4.5 hours, and then it started getting light. The cherry is definitely the start of this fragrance. It's beautifully mixed in with that floral and tonka bean. So good. And next we have Pink Obsess. The notes are blushing jasmine, cashmere praline, and vanilla bourbon. With this one, you can possibly get Born in Roma or My Way. I feel like Pink Obsess is a bit more on the fresher side, but it definitely has some similarities between those two perfumes. I'm pretty sure this is a dupe for those, but you'll have to decide which one do you get more, or you might get a little bit of both of them. This one is just super pretty. It's this beautiful floral with a nice silkiness to it and has some warmth from that vanilla bourbon. Love it. And next we have Petal Parade. The notes are neroli petals, orange flower, and white woods. Y'all, I was shook when I put out my sample of Prada Paradox and how identical they were. I'm like, no way. I was just right there for a minute going back and forth with these, back and forth to make sure, y'all, this is spot on. I'm like, okay, Bath and Body Works is definitely trying to show out with these. It's this beautiful sweet floral with a woody background. It's so classy, so feminine, so sexy. It's good. Oh my goodness. The longevity with this one, I got to about 4 hours before I needed to reapply when it became more of a skin scent, but we already know once we get our combos down and what oils and lotions and creams to pair these with, they're going to be beast mode, period. And I also tried the Prada Paradox Intense version. I'm gonna need to get that one. So this one would pair with either one. Next we have Floral Fantasy. The notes are peach osmanthus, jasmine, and warm patchouli. I pulled out a couple of my Victor and Rolf samples, and I do get flower bomb, but I also feel like I got a little bit of ruby orchid, maybe a little bit of both. It's a nice fruity floral opening, but it dries down to this smooth and creamy patchouli. This is a beautiful seductive fragrance. This is actually one I did not have on my list to pick up, but I'm so happy that I did. And next we have Lost and Santal. The notes are warm cardamom, satin sandalwood, and cedarwood. This is supposed to be a dupe for Santal 33, which I had a sample a while back, but the scent is very unforgettable, and for what I can remember, it definitely does. This is a mixture of clean, spicy woodiness, but it also has some musky and leather aroma to it. I always feel like this one is a nice unisex fragrance. After getting this one, it definitely makes me want to get the perfume so I can layer with them, but just by itself, there's so much you can do with it, and I know I can layer a lot of good ones with this. So I can't wait to play around with it more to see what I come up with. Next we have If You Must. The notes are iris, pink pepper, and airy musk. Now this one was supposed to be a dupe for Glossier U, which I have never tried, or I never tried a sample of it. This one smells powdery, spicy, sweet, floral, with an airy musky scent. It smells clean. Does this make me want to go out and get the perfume? Maybe if they had a travel size, I'd probably pick it up to see. And that perfume is pretty hyped up. The only thing I hear about it is that it's not long lasting, and that's talking about the perfume. So it's like, do I want to get the perfume, or is it going to last just as long as the fragrance mist? And this one took me to around 3.5 hours before it got a little bit light, but I might pick up the travel size and see what it do. Next we have Getaway Soiree. It's Sun-Kissed Mandarin, Tuberose, and Solar Musk. This is supposed to be a dupe for Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. I have not tried the original, or I have not tried any dupes out there. It's definitely giving vacation, sunscreen, sun lotion. It does have this nice warm citrus opening. The tuberose smells so rich and luscious in this, with a nice musky dry down. I feel like a lot of coconut type of fragrances would pair so good with this, especially like the beachy type of coconut scents. And I actually love this one way more than what I thought, because this is not my typical fragrance I would go after. So I'm considering getting a backup. So I'm gonna see what other dupes out there for this particular scent. But if you know any dupes of the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, let me know, as in the perfume form, because this is good. Last up, we have On the Horizon. It's watery bergamot, lotus blossom, and driftwood moss. Now I'm hearing a variety of things with this. I'm hearing a fragrance from Replica, a fragrance from Giorgio Armani. So I'm just going to explain what I get out of it. This is definitely a full-on aquatic scent. It's fresh, it's clean. I mean, if you think of fresh, clean aquatic scents from Bath & Body Works, like Misty Morning, Dance in the Rain, it all have those vibes. This one actually took me to the 4 hours and then became a skin scent. But overall, really good. Okay guys, that's going to complete my review with the Everyday Luxury line from Bath & Body Works. I think they did a really good job. These were so good that they didn't even have to come out with anything else in the collection. Now, it would have been nice if they would have added like a luxury body butter or body cream, not like the original formula, but something different for this particular line. I think that would have been a nice touch to add to this, because a lot of us want some creams or lotions to these, even if you don't pick up the fragrance mist, like just to pick them up to go with the actual perfumes if you have them. So I think this could go down in one of the best collections they have ever put out, even though it's only the fragrance mist. So let me know, what do you think about it? Which one is your favorite? Are you going to be getting backups? Because I'm hearing there's going to be a body care sale coming up really soon. I'm thinking next week maybe. And I already have my backup of Viva Vanilla and Covered in Roses, but after trying these out more, I think I want to pick up an extra in some of these. I'm going to try not to go too crazy with the 10 backups like I usually do with certain fragrances, but I don't know, y'all. Best believe we're going to be seeing some selling outs during a sale, and you know the resellers are going to go crazy on them, especially when they're discontinued and they're no longer you can get anymore. So you better get them while you love them. But if you haven't now already, subscribe and join the KSL gang. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey KSL gang, if you love cooking and watching cooking videos and super easy recipes, make sure you check out my main channel in Keke's Kitchen. I'll see you over there.